Minnesota is a swing state. The problem with it is, and I say this, it's like beating a dead horse, but the problem is the Republican Party here in Minnesota. Minnesota Republicans, and I do mean the Republican establishment, the apparatchiks, in the party leadership are liberals in most other conservative places in the country. We got that law of Jonte culture happening. If you're interested, there's a entire study on Jonte culture coming out of Scandinavia from the old days, from the old country. And my grandmother's Norwegian, by the way, so I'm very familiar with the Norwegian culture. But it's how we got what you call the Minnesota nice mentality. It's sort of a passive-aggressive, non-confrontational, let's just kind of get along. And if we have to concede a certain level of corruption, hence what we have today, certain level of corruption or illogical government tyranny, and in my opinion, then that's what we have to sacrifice in the interest of this Jonte culture. And I'm going to show you right here a little bit, if you can pull up this article. There was an article from the Minnesota Star Tribune in the last couple of weeks, and the article's headline reads, Minnesota, Republicans struggle to find a candidate for the open U.S. Senate seat. National Republican groups trying to recruit more candidates to make it competitive, but so far their efforts have fallen flat. What you're seeing here, and I want to say a huge congratulations to the Real America's Voice audience and the entire War Room posse, the entire MAGA movement nationwide, because what you're seeing right here from the Minnesota Star Tribune, which we jokingly refer to as the Minnesota Star and Sickle because it has such a progressive leaning bent to their coverage. Congratulations to you. When you see that the Minnesota Star Tribune reports that the national Republican groups, which are for the most part fundamentally opposed to President Trump and the MAGA movement, if it weren't for the fact that he was a lock to win, they would have certainly abandoned their support for him, in my opinion. And you may see them do that in 2026 or on the other side of 2026 if we can't hold the line in some of these down ballot races all across the country, the House, the Senate, and whatnot.